Hey guys, John from the John Muir Show here, and there was a time in United States history where the media in the United States actually had credibility. I mean, there was a time where the media in the United States actually lived up to the independent watchdog moniker, where folks in the media were insistent that, you know what, we're going to do our due diligence, we're going to report all of the facts, and we're going to do so without throwing our own opinion in there. There was a time in American history where folks like Ted Koppel were among the most well-known names in journalism, but obviously a lot has changed since then. You see that there's still that whole independent watchdog moniker that's thrown out there, and so many media members are the first ones to bring that up. Oh, see, we're an independent watchdog. We're here to help the community. We're doing good things. Everybody praise us. See, so many in the media say that, but it's just empty words. They don't actually live up to that standard as journalists of times past in the United States did. Nowadays, so much of what you see in the media is folks who are just not reporters, not happy with being reporters, rather wannabe opinion hosts who go out there and totally abandon their responsibilities. They don't just stick to reporting the facts and all of the facts to their audiences. No, instead, they decide what facts they want to throw in there, and they throw a lot of their own opinions in there to go with it. And I mean, Ted Koppel, the name I just mentioned, he's someone who's clearly picked up on this. And keep in mind, Ted Koppel is far from being some staunch conservative. At a recent speaking event, Ted Koppel was talking about media outlets like the New York Times, the Washington Post, and Ted Koppel saying about these was that, look, it's abundantly clear that a lot of these big news outlets in the United States of America have decided, you know what, we don't like Donald Trump, we don't think Donald Trump is right for this country, so we're going to make it our mission to destroy Donald Trump and his presidency. Ted Koppel sees it, I see it, so many of us see it. Of course, that is what is going on. I mean, you have seen so many times in the 2+ years that Donald Trump has been our president, so many times where the media has totally abandoned the responsibilities of reporting the facts and instead have just shoved absolutely phony, disgusting narratives down our throats. I mean, take a look at what they did so baselessly to demonize now Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh last summer when he was going through his confirmation hearings, trying to make the guy out like he's some sort of a sexual predator, when of course there was no proof that that was true. They went out there and tried to demonize a group of high school kids from Covington, Kentucky just a few months ago, trying to act like these kids are all a bunch of bigots, when in reality they were kids who were acting very maturely, did nothing wrong, and their only crime was to the media that they were wearing Make America Great Again hats supporting Donald Trump. I mean, we saw the media push the Jussie Smollett story as 100% true, even though they didn't know it was 100% true. They were like, yep, Jussie Smollett, definitely the victim of a hate crime, definitely at the hands of a couple of supporters of President Trump. And time again, those aren't the only examples, just a few of the notable ones from recent months, but there are so many times where we have seen the media get it wrong. They don't care. They don't apologize because they're not sorry for what they're doing. See, the standard in journalism used to be, you know what, we'll run something only if we have all the facts, only if we can prove that what it is that we're reporting is true. That's no longer the case. Now it is abundantly clear that the standard for most media outlets is to go out there and say, well, let's see. Doesn't matter if we have the facts or not. Is this something that would help our liberal narrative? Would this help us push our agenda even further? Oh, if so, yeah, again, doesn't matter if there are no facts to substantiate what we're saying. We're definitely running with it immediately. Why didn't we have it out there 5 minutes ago? That is the new standard that so many of these media outlets have taken on, and that is why so many people in the United States rightfully do not trust the media whatsoever. And if that's not bad enough, you also have some of these media members who insist that they need to be the star of the show. I mean, of course, we know the role of a reporter is to report on the news. It is not to be the news. But you have so many of these members of the media nowadays who are out there trying to show everyone that they're part of the resistance against Donald Trump, that they are hell-bent on becoming the news. Prime example, CNN's Jim Acosta, once again yesterday, he goes on CNN after an event in the White House Rose Garden with President Trump and the president of Brazil, and starts whining about how, oh, he was shut out, Jim Acosta was. He didn't get to ask a question at this event. And it's not the first time he's done it. And when Jim Acosta does get a chance to ask questions, what does he do? He who's supposed to be a White House reporter, gets into partisan debates with President Trump or whatever member of Trump's administration is speaking. That is not the role of a reporter. A news reporter, again, supposed to stick to the facts. But people like Jim Acosta and so many others in the media, no, they have no desire to do that. All they care about is trying to show how woke they are, and it's incredibly shameful this is going on. Look, the media used to have a lot of integrity, and hopefully we get to a point in this country where the media has integrity again. But I can tell you right now, in today's day and age, especially in the years of Donald Trump being president, where Trump derangement syndrome has totally taken over so many prominent folks on the left, I can tell you that so much of the media, so many of these media outlets have no integrity whatsoever. And that's all the time that we have for today, but tune into the John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.